All right, Minister van Schalkwyk, can you tell us about the significance of today? Why is today significant? Why are these conferences going to be significant going forward?
This conference is significant because it brings together the leaders of industry, but not only the leaders of industry, also the leaders of industry with government. And we need much more opportunities in this country to make sure that we sing from the same hymn sheet, that we pull in the same direction, and that we implement the plan that we've already agreed on. What I also found heartening at this conference is that it is not only national government attending, but also provincial governments and local governments. That's a good positive sign.
The best thing that came out of this morning for me was the amazing praise that the country got from Professor Lipman. How did you feel about the wonderful things he had to say about South Africa?
Well, Professor Lipman is really the doyen of tourism, internationally speaking, and it was good to get that kind of feedback. We have been doing quite well, outperforming all our competitors, doing much better than the international global averages, but I believe there's still a lot of potential. And the reason for that is simply because we formed a partnership between government and the private sector, agreeing on the plan, and then starting to execute that plan. And we diversified. I think that was the most significant step that we've taken over the last few years. Realizing that we will not only be able to rely on leisure tourism forever, but that we diversified.
A very interesting argument or discussion came up in the last part of the first session this morning about bringing poorer people into the tourism fold. How do you feel about what was said?
I've always argued for that because I believe all countries have to do it, but South Africa, with our particular history, we have to do it so much more. Millions of people were excluded from being tourists in our own country. Tourism is something, if you don't grow up with it, there's always that question in your mind, can I, should I, even if I have the money? And there are South Africans with disposable income who are not tourists in this country because they don't know how, or they're still uncertain when they get there, how will they be treated, what will they do? So I believe we should do it, and it's something that will be mainly the responsibility of the private sector because there's a demand and supply issue. But we also need, in my view, the intervention of government, but it should be a clearly defined role. Government should invest, and then government should step back. And I believe it is something that we must still grasp.
Minister van Schalkwyk, thank you very much.
Thank you.